Hi, welcome to Singletrack Fresh Goods Live. I'm Mark. There's very few of us in the building today. Most people are out riding their bikes, so I've been left with the job of introducing you to some of the highlights from today's Fresh Goods Friday. I'm going to start off with an unusual product that it seems to be just a pack of sticks. We've got a bit of a camping theme going on with Fresh Goods Friday this week. I think that's because the weather seems to be turning around and becoming a little bit more friendly out there. So if you're planning to do some bike packing or just getting out there and into the countryside, maybe some of the things in Fresh Goods Friday this week you might find useful. So why have we've got these things? These are called tinder sticks. Okay, now I can't really explain these in isolation because there's other things that sort of help to make a bit more sense. So I'm just going to put these down for a minute, and then we're going to show you this, which looks a bit like a Toys R Us knife or a Jacob Jacobs knife, but actually it is a camping knife. It's a nice plastic solid sheath, belt clip, but it's a little different to an ordinary knife. It's got a nice little. I'm going to keep the rubber pointy bit on because, you know, sharps. And it's Friday afternoon and we're all a little bit tired, but there is something a bit more interesting about this knife than just purely it being a knife. In the handle here, if you can zoom in on that, let me see if I can do it, we've got a fire stick. Now the sticks might be starting to make a bit more sense. The back of this blade is a little bit different. It's hardened steel, and let's see if this works on Facebook Live. Oh, there we go. I was practicing this before and it was working. It's a fire stick. So you've got your knife, you can make some fire. Can you hear that? There's a microphone picking that up. That's quite... It's real sparkler stuff. Anyway, so now it makes a bit more sense because we've got these. These are the sticks that you try and set fire to. Now they're not just ordinary kindling sticks. You don't just bundle these on the floor to make your fire. What you do is use the knife, and they are actually slightly different to ordinary sticks. I think these are, it says they're made in Honduras. Not grown, but they're actually, oh, it says designed by nature. It's cunning. No, what you do with the knife is you take little slivers off. Can we see there? Oh, there you go. If, like me, you grew up with a penknife and you wandered around pre-Instagram days whittling sticks, then you'll be able to make a lot of this. Now what do you do with this? Well, this is your kindling. This is what you use the fire stick to set fire to. So, but it isn't just about making a little fire, because in Fresh Goods Friday this week we've got this. This is the solo stove. All these three things come together, you see. The solo stove looks like a big jug, but if I take the lid off, and inside I'll take some of these pieces out. We've got this bit. This is the important bit. I'll put the jug down. It's a stove. Inside the stove, this is where you put your kindling from your wood. So you can put all sorts of little sticks in there. You don't have to just use this stuff. Just this burns really well. It's got a very high sap content, so it's good for fire starting. So you make a little fire in there. Some of you may have watched a video that was made by Sani that we've published on our website, where he tested different types of homemade fire lighter. He found that cotton buds smeared in Vaseline make the best sort of homemade fire lighters. You could drop a few of those in there, put some sticks in, set fire to it, take the rest of it, put it on like this, and boil up your hot chocolate, your milk, anything you like there, your cup of soup, whatever you like, boil it in there, and yes, it's huge, and that's what all this stuff is for. It's for going out and camping, and it's super light. I can't remember how light it is, but we've said how light it is on the website. I think we're talking just a few hundred grams in total. Just going to put all that back together again, and the beautiful thing is it fits together so well. There we go. So there's your camp stuff. Now what else have we got this week? Right, I'll just put the sharp things away. The next item we've got is the trousers that I am wearing. Okay, now let me tell you a little bit about these trousers. I'm going to stand up, okay, and hopefully you'll be able to see. These trousers are not just any old trousers. These trousers are from Troco. I have to say that carefully because I keep saying code TRO. Troco. Okay, who is Troco? Well, many of you may be familiar with the name Brant Richards and also with Ed Oxley of this parish. They are from this valley. They were very active members of the bike industry up until about a year ago, when they decided that instead of being part of the bike industry, they would actually change their lives and get back to riding bikes for fun. But then they had to do something else to earn a living, so they decided they would start a trouser company, as you do, and they started Troco, based in Hebden Bridge, making trousers, and in the space of a single year they've sold over 3,000 pairs of trousers. Now, what is it that makes their trousers very special? Well, they started off making some very heavyweight, high quality, fantastic moleskin trousers. It wasn't until they did this that I learned that moleskin isn't actually made of real moles. It's a really heavyweight cotton, 16 ounce cotton it is. Really tough, very good quality, made entirely from British cotton, and manufactured here in the valley. And yeah, and they've now branched out and they're making different types of trousers. They are one of our premier partners. You'll have seen their ads on our website. So what they've just done now is I'm going to stand up and I'm going to hold my notes and I'm going to twirl slightly so that you can see. These are actually needle cord trousers. They're like a fine corduroy. These particular ones, these are called the C60 trouser. They're available in the lightweight 8.5 ounce needle cord cloth, or you can get them in the super heavyweight 16 ounce corduroy, and they are £125. They're available in different colours. They're available in deep blue, black, which I'm wearing now, chestnut sand, and they are £110. And there's a waiting list. You put your order in there and they are made to order. They are exceptionally comfortable. You need to check out the website, which is hebtro.co, because there's sizing information on their website. Brant explained it to us as they use honest sizing. I was quite disappointed to discover that my usual 34 waist actually isn't. Apparently that's the clothing industry just flattering us. Actually that's more like a 36. I'm wearing a 36. These are a 36. They fit exceptionally well. My normal jeans are a 34. But these are a fantastic fit, so make sure you follow their fitting instructions before you put in any orders. So there we go. Troco, check them out, very good. Now, the last thing that we're going to do today is, well, it is Friday and it's time for a beer. Today's beer, if you've been watching the internet at all today, you will have heard the desperately sad news of the death of Mike Hall. Mike Hall was an endurance cyclist of legendary stature. We awarded him our Singletrack Legend Award last October, and we were lucky enough to get to spend a lot of time with him around that awards. And a more modest and unassuming and kind cyclist you would struggle to find. The desperately sad news was that he was involved in an accident with a vehicle in Australia yesterday, and he's died. So today's a tough day. It's been difficult in the office. We were working on an April 1st Fool's story, which we had planned for tomorrow. Kind of understandably, the enthusiasm to put that together and to kind of crack jokes has waned, so we're not going to do that. So tomorrow morning, instead of the usual traditional April 1st story on Singletrack, you're going to find a nice tribute story to Mike Hall. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to crack open this beer. This one is for Mike. It's called Saddle Sore. It's brewed in Yorkshire, just like Mike was. And Mike, this is to you. He's inspired many of us to get out and ride our bikes. He should do the same for you this weekend. Get out and ride your bike. And the bottle opener's not opening it. I'm going to drink it right now. When we've gone off air, I'm going to crack it open. That's all for now. Thank you very much.